What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another one of my videos. If you are new here, my name is Kelly Yeager. I normally do like fitness vlogs, lifestyle vlogs, and I am currently in prep for a bikini competition, but today's video is going to be completely different than what I normally do. It's not necessarily like a tech video, but it's going to be my version of a tech video, I guess. So as requested, you guys wanted to hear a little bit more about how I edit and all of that jazz. So that's what this video is going to be about. I had you guys ask me some questions just about what you were interested in or what you guys did have questions about. I am by no means like a professional at all of this. I still use iMovie, like I'm still using the free stuff. Besides my camera and like hard drives and stuff, I haven't invested too much into editing yet. That's something I look to do in the future, but we'll get into all of that. So we're gonna start off with, I feel like I get asked this question a lot and I feel like it will kind of segue into editing. So I got a question about what advice I have on like getting over your fear of recording in the gym and all of that. And I hate that this is the answer, but it just truthfully is, at least in my opinion. The fear is always gonna be there until you kind of squash it. Like, I was terrified. I had my camera for like 2 weeks before I actually decided to take it to the gym with me. I finally just one day was like, okay, if I don't just do it, I'm never gonna get to do what I think I might love and test it out. So I basically just forced myself to take it with me. I did go to the gym really late at night when I knew not that many people were gonna be there. So that's something I would maybe recommend. Start at a time you know it's gonna be a little slower. I go to Lifetime Fitness, which is like, there's always gonna be people there. You can't go when it's empty, but early in the morning and really late at night, you generally have a lot more room. There's not as many people there. So that's how I did it. I was absolutely terrified, but even after that very first time of going and recording and like figuring out the good areas to set my camera up and where I could and how it looked from certain angles, I felt a lot better just after that first time. There's really no advice other than just you have to do it. I promise you, you will feel so much better after. I know there are some gyms that are pretty picky with recording and if they let you or something, so maybe ask before if you think you go to a gym where they don't allow that. So moving on to like the actual editing questions. Actually, I guess I can talk about this was another question, setting up your camera in the gym, like advice for that. So I have, let me get it. This is what I use on my camera. This is the little tripod I have. It's a gorilla stand, something like that. So you can see like every part of the tripod actually moves. So it's really good to like manipulate if you're on uneven ground. This I absolutely love. It's perfect for recording in the gym. I don't like, the camera can't be too close to the ground. I kind of wish I had a taller one, because if I'm sitting down, I can get pretty good angles and shots. But if I'm standing, it's just a really weird angle. Like, you have to be really far away from the camera to make sure you're totally in focus and in frame. But this, on a daily basis, I absolutely love this. So this is what I use to record in the gym. And then I have a Canon G7X Mark II. That is my actual camera I use. It does have a flip up screen. I'll put a picture of it on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It does have a flip up screen, so that's like a necessity for me at least, just to once again make sure I'm in frame, in focus. I've hit record. I've forgotten to do that a few times. That's always super fun. Had to do extra sets a few times because I'm like, crap. So I use this tripod for my camera, and then I do have a Selfie Z case, which is just a magnetic case. So that's how I would record on my phone. Obviously, since I put this pop socket on here, I can't actually stick it to anything. I'm using my camera, but what I would do now is I push the pop socket all the way in. While my camera screen is flipped up, I just set my phone and like rest it on the screen. And it also props it up for me, which is really nice. I know there are little phone tripods. I personally I don't really do that. I just started posting my workouts on my Instagram story again, but normally whatever videos I post on Instagram are ones that I've edited from my actual camera. Did I answer even the question? See, this is the problem with like Q&As. I get off on tangents very easily. But I would just say setting up for recording in general, but especially in the gym, a tripod is very, very nice to have, kind of a necessity. And try to make sure you're always, try to eliminate having light behind you, because then the lighting is just horrible. In certain circumstances, I can't prevent that though. Like I was saying, if I'm standing doing an exercise, this tripod is obviously pretty tiny, so it's shooting up at me because I have to tilt my camera back. So, and the lighting in gym is just like never gonna be ideal, because gym lighting is also weird with the fluorescent lights and all that jazz. Now we are gonna move on to like the actual editing. So no one asked me this question, but or on that specific video that I asked for you guys to ask questions, but I still edit on iMovie, like I said, so I'm not using Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere right now. I have already been looking into them. I think I'm probably going to invest in Final Cut Pro, just because I don't necessarily need all like the cinematic things that Adobe can do. I'm obviously, for those of you who watch my videos on a consistent basis, they're not crazy edited. Like, I try to make them entertaining and fun to watch and like captivating, but it's also very real still. So I don't really need anything super advanced. iMovie has been great for me, and it's free because I have a MacBook. So as far as like everything I use, I already said I have a Canon G7X Mark II. I absolutely love the camera. I've had my camera for about a year now, and I've also been using iMovie for about a year, and my channel has been growing pretty well. So you definitely don't need the best of the best to get started. That's something I would say just add in as you go. Like, obviously you want quality there, but if you have quality content, that's gonna trump having the best quality footage, if that makes sense. Yeah, I would recommend, as far as editing software goes, go with whatever you have in the beginning, and same thing with camera, like go with whatever you have. If you have to shoot on your iPhone in the beginning, do that. Cameras are expensive. I know my camera, I think, was like 600 bucks, 600 or 800. It was between 600 and 800. It was crazy, at least for me. It's not crazy for cameras, but for someone who wasn't into that already, 600 seemed like a lot. But right now I'm actually looking into just kind of like planning for the future on the upgrades I do want to make. I'm coming up on my 1 year mark on YouTube. And because my channel has been growing and I'm getting a lot more interested in it, and my love is growing for YouTube, I want to kind of step up my game a little bit. So I think I am going to be, sorry, something, my eyeball. I think I am going to be investing in Final Cut Pro. iMovie, I'm starting to become a little bit limited on, because I have gotten better at editing, and there's certain things I want to be able to do that iMovie just simply can't do. So I probably will be investing in Final Cut Pro. That's like 300 bucks. And I know Adobe, which is one I really don't think I need. I don't think I need all the stuff it can do. I want to say that's like either 30 to 50 bucks a month or something like that. Stick with what you got in the beginning, make it work. You definitely can make it work with an iPhone, whatever free stuff you have. Other question I got was about managing and like storing your footage and videos, which I ran into this problem. Videos take up so much space, and once again, I wasn't into all of this like recording and stuff before I started my YouTube channel, so I was not aware of how much storage it took up. So I think I got like my first 4 YouTube videos filmed and edited and saved and uploaded onto YouTube, and then my computer was completely full. So I invested in a hard drive. This is the hard drive I had. It was just Seagate. I got it off of Amazon. It was like 1.5 terabyte or 2 terabyte. I got it for a really good deal for the amount of storage it has. I want to say I paid like 59 bucks for it. So that was another investment, but this literally just ran out of space at the end of last year. So yeah, like a month ago. So this held up very, very well for me. The one thing I will say, and I don't know if this is something you can prevent, it seems like the more research I do, the more it's kind of like, it just kind of happens. Just as this filled up and ran out of space, it also like stopped working. So I need to still take this to like Micro Center or somewhere and see if they can get my footage back from it, because this is literally everything from the past year. But this is what I would recommend. Get a big external hard drive just so you can have everything in the same spot. Now, how you want to have that organized on there is obviously all gonna differ person to person. I keep everything just because I want to be able to go back and use footage and like have little flashbacks and stuff. Just, I like to keep everything. So I export like all of my actual footage from my camera, like unedited, just like the actual raw clips. I put all of that on there just with the date. And then I also save all my videos that I do. And those, like my bikini prep ones, I have all in a bikini prep series on there. Yeah, so I have it all organized how it's like easy to find for me. That's gonna be different person to person, but you definitely need to invest in some kind of external hard drive. I recommend just kind of biting the bullet in the beginning and paying to have a better one, or more like one with more space, just so all of your footage is in one space. I personally feel like it would be very confusing and frustrating having like a bunch of little ones and then always scrambling to find the footage you're looking for. I did order, I have a new Seagate external hard drive. This one I wanna say is like 2 terabytes as well. Christopher, my boyfriend, actually got it for me when that one pooped out on me. So this is the one I'm using right now. It's holding up pretty well, just got it from Target. If you can get it off Amazon, I would recommend that because save some dollar bills. And the other main question I had was about how to put music on your videos without it having a copyright claim. And that goes for YouTube and Instagram. For Instagram, I know for a fact, as long as the video is under 20 seconds or like whatever song you're using, you're not using more than 20 seconds of it, you won't get copyrighted. But on YouTube, I wanna say it might be 20 as well. I just play it safe. I never go over 20 seconds if it's a song that I know is gonna have a copyright claim. Like my workouts and ones that I use that are longer than 20 seconds, I literally just Google no copyright music on YouTube. There are a bunch of channels now that are strictly just no copyright songs. There's like gaming ones, there's techno one, there's a whole bunch of different like background music. There's a bunch of different no copyright channels now. There's definitely a few of them that are more popular, and once you listen to some of the songs, you're like, yeah, I've heard this on like every single YouTuber's videos at one point. Those are the ones that are really popular. I used those in the beginning, and as I got more comfortable with YouTube and learned more, I just wanted to have my channel be, not unique. I mean, all the no copyright songs people are gonna use, but I wanted to try to find different ones. So I literally just type in no copyright music, and then I will, you can pick a filter on YouTube's search, and I just do channels, and I'll scroll and I'll go through a bunch of different channels to try to find ones I like and ones that are different. You do have to be careful. There was a few ones that ended up having a copyright claim, which I have no idea why to this day. But yeah, that's what I would do, just search, and then you kind of have to poke around and see what songs you're working, like what you like, what works for the video you're trying to put together. That's the other thing. The ones that work for me might not work for you if you aren't, or you might just not like them. If you have a non-fitness related channel, you might not like some of the songs I use. So you just kind of have to look around. But if you search no copyright music and like make sure if on the video that you're watching and you like the song, just make sure it says non-copyright or something like that, because there's a few channels that are very, very, very sneaky, and they've almost gotten me a few times where they say like, it says something copyright, but there's no copyright or non-copyright. It says copyright, and then with something after it, and it's just, they're trying to get you. I'm going to wrap that up here because the video is getting long, 17 minutes. Whoops. If you guys have any more questions, I would love to answer them. I don't do many sit down videos like this anymore. I actually was just talking to you guys about maybe bringing back like Tuesday Talks, or the idea of Tuesday Talks. And I would like to have more sit down videos like this, especially if you guys need help with anything or just want my opinion or have questions, whatever it is. So this will be the first YouTube video. And yeah, if you guys have any other questions, don't be afraid, comment down below. I will try to answer them the best I can. If there is a good amount of questions, maybe I'll do a second video over this topic. I'm going to make my meal because I'm absolutely starving, as usual. And I have to pee again because prep and 2 gallons of water. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that was helpful or informative. Like I said, if you have any other questions, please comment down below. And I will see you guys in the next one.